Welcome back, everybody. My name's Chris Army. This is Starters Order 6, and we're in for a treat today. It's that time of year again. It's the end of April, and that means only one thing. The Kentucky Derby is just over the horizon, and Miss Swan is running in it. Now, I've lined it up for the Derby and the Preakness. I can't add the Belmont just yet. It's a little bit too far in the distance. But I think with her performance in Dubai, I'm happy that she can win the Preakness and probably the Derby as well. I'm happy with both those races. And I think she'll be competitive as well in the Belmont. It's a pretty good stamina bar. It's a bad starting horse, but overall, I think Miss Swan is a lovely horse that could do some real damage to other horses in those kind of fields. So, we've got our fingers crossed. She is by far the best 3-year-old we have. However, there are races for everybody else. We have got a nice little race for Designed for Luck. I think that's going to test and see how well we can run. The Miss Preakness there for Burnick. The Man of War for Starboard Bow. The Lazaro Barrera Stakes. The Churchill Downs Stakes there. And just another Maiden for 1 to 5. And we start off with a simple Grade 3 race for Heroes Tribute. So, like I say, we've got some fun to be had today over the next sort of 2.5 weeks in game. And this season's records are quite well. That 8 didn't come for us, so everything's a top 5 finish. We have a season record of 10 wins from 25 horses. I'm pretty happy with that. I really am pretty happy with that. So, like I say, let's get into things and run our first race. It will be Heroes Tribute. It's a 6 furlong Grade 3. Highest rated horse, all colts. And let's see what we can do here. Now, over the past 3 races, Heroes Tribute has come in second each time. And I wouldn't be too unhappy if it happened again. But I'm lining up these Grade 3 races in the hopes the Heroes Tribute can actually do something. But that is a lazy start out of the gates. Really poor, and we're at the back of the field. So, we are 5 furlongs out. Heroes Tribute starting to make a move to the outside. Going to make his way round on the bend, and as we come into the stretch, Heroes Tribute is pulling away. It looks like number 1 there, Anise, was running really well but got caught up, and that should be a win for Heroes Tribute. We're getting things off in a fantastic way. A little bit of luck there maybe in places, but I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty happy with that. That is a good start, and that is our first win of the day. And we're just going to save the game, because I'm panicking now with the Derby coming up, so I'm going to be saving the game a lot. It's something I do when I'm nervous. If you notice me doing it a lot, you should be able to figure out which races I'm nervous about. So, 1 to 5, a Maiden. Again, similar. You know, second, third, didn't get a win. This time we're stepping up to 7 furlongs. I think that might suit 1 to 5 better. We're just shy of where I'd want to be in terms of stamina for 7 furlongs. But we're getting to the stage now where 7 furlongs is where we need to run the horse. So, 1 to 5. Let's get her running up. Even favourite. Top rated horse. One of only 2 to have run before. It's an all filly field. Over 7 furlongs at Santa Anita. So we are 1 for 1 today. Let's get the names on and zoom in a little bit. Oh, it's a bit of a lazy start there for 1 to 5. This is a large field. And we'll zoom in. There we go. Bit better. We'll be able to see how this race breaks down. So, good position. Hopefully something left for the finish. I'm hoping so. And here we go. Look at this. Charging away inside the final furlong. That was a beautifully ran race. And we are 2 for 2. Two of the horses that were struggling to pick up wins and have got places in a couple of previous races have actually stepped up. Again with a frame rate warning, I'm going to actually save the game and go sort that out in a second. We might take the graphics down a little bit. I'm not having frame rate issues, but the game is starting to complain. So I'm happy with that. That's a nice little win for 1 to 5. And that's the only horse that we've got today. Excellent. So I'll save the game. I'll be back in just a moment. So there we are. We have sorted out a few settings and restarted the game, so we should now see less frame rate issues. Perhaps the backgrounds for the race courses won't look quite as nice, but we are here and we do have the Kentucky Derby to go. We've also got Glingo Mill, who has been running okay this season. I think slightly within himself at times. Grade 2, Grade 3. We're back up to a Grade 2. It's another feature race. So I'm really hoping for another win to see that this horse is pushing on in the right direction. Last season, we finished off quite badly. And that was mainly because we actually had a few issues. We had the horse running a little lazily at times. So we're hoping that this is going to be better. So, hold on. Just got a slight issue with my mouse. There we go. That feels a lot better. So, I think Glingo Mill is actually up first. Is that at Santa Anita? No, it's at Churchill Downs. There we go. So, the 7 furlong Churchill Downs stake, Class 1 Grade 2. We are favourite, highest rated horse, highest weight, but there's not much in it. So, Glingo Mill will run first. And then there's 20 horse field for the 1 mile 2 furlong Kentucky Derby. Class 1 Grade 1 for 3-year-olds. There's a few hundred one shots here. It's a nice field of horses. We're not top horse. That sort of goes to a couple of horses there. In Battle, which is a horse I have watched for a while. And Vito Corleone, who is 100%. Hasn't quite run at this distance, so I'm expecting top 5 for Vito, but maybe not a win. In Battle should be running in second place behind us if all goes to well. That might be the top 3. There's a few other horses similar or slightly better with a star just ahead of us, but I do feel our rating is low. We are 120 rated horse in the making, if not 140 as a 4-year-old. So I'm really hoping for some big things today. So fingers crossed. Let's go and get Glingo Mill's race done. Oh, okay. This is a big race for Glingo Mill. He's going to be lazy again. Yeah, parading a little lazy. I'm not sure how to get around that. Yeah, we'll see. I really hope that Glingo Mill can actually pull this one up the bag, though. I have faith. Okay, so we're on the outside here. And that's a lovely little start. I'll take that. That's a good start. And we will move down to the back. Run the back stretch 5 furlongs down to 4. And we're in okay position. We're not doing too badly. I'm okay here. I'm okay. So 2.5. I think we're a little bit behind where we should be. And there are some really good horses in this mix. And we're going to get beaten for second on the line. I think we just took third. We're a little bit lazy. And I think we paid for that. No, we actually got second. But that's a race we really should have been winning. And I'm not really happy with second place there. Yeah, we ran a little lazily again. It's something we see cropping up for Glingo Mill. So we're going to have to start trying out a few options there. And if we can't, and it can't get the wins in these races, then it might be time at 4 years of age to move it into the breeding barn. I nearly skipped the rest of the day. I'd almost forgotten what was coming up. Oh my god, here we are. Well, Tomcat Row is over from Dubai. Wow, I did not expect Tomcat. I did not notice that they were in this race. Okay. In the paddock, we're coping well, very fit, primed to go. Is there anything else along that lines? Amazon Jade, Bag of Mischief. Maybe those. So Senor Swinger is another horse that I do like. So Swinger, Embattle, Corleone, and Tomcat Row's got to be in there just because I like those Dubai horses and they do seem to go well. We are the favourite. We are the outright favourite. Okay, this is going to be interesting. The nerves are real. But let us see if we can win the Kentucky Derby. Oh boy. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. We're there. And that's a decent start. That's a good start. That's a good little start. We're here on the inside, forging ahead. And yeah. I like this position. So let's speed up, round the back straight. Come on, Miss Swan. You can do this. We can do this. This is like Dubai. We got this. Down the back stretch. The field's starting to move up. 1 or 2 people making their moves. Still 4 furlongs to go. No need to panic. We're rounding the turn. And a lot of horses are making their move. And we're here on the stretch. And Miss Swan is going. Nobody is running fast enough. They're not going to catch her. Miss Swan is going to take the Kentucky Derby in quite some style. Oh, that's the first piece to the puzzle. That is the first piece to the puzzle. And I had a lot of faith in this horse. I love this horse. It's one that I've bred, and it's one that looked good. We went to Dubai and got a good result. An amazing result. And now we follow that up with a Kentucky Derby win. And that is absolutely outstanding. Disputed the lead early. Led just before halfway. Led again inside 1.5. Not hard pressed. So, the only filly in the entire field. We had a little weight advantage, but I think that we just dominated. And we move up to 116. That is awesome. That's just absolutely awesome. Go for the Preakness. Yep. That's the plan. So, save the game. Save the game. We just won the derby. Let's have no messing about. We save that. Hands off the mouse for a minute, and yeah. Wow. That's a race that I have so much time for. There's so much history. There is so much that I love about the Kentucky Derby. And I've spoken before about the films and the books that I've read about it, both fiction and non-fiction stuff. I've won it 3 or 4 times in previous games, but that's always going to be a little bit of a special race for me, and that means so much to win. I can't believe how much that has made me happy right now. So let's go looking in the whatever this is, the auction. It says right there, look. Yeah. See what happens when you win a race? You start talking gibberish. That's what happens when you win a race. I like Endersley. I've got 4 horses I am looking for, and none of them are on that list. So I don't know, but Secret Kin could be something. Tippity Witch. I'd probably go for Tippity Witch. I think that's a decent chance of being a good horse. So I'm just going to skip these early ones. Don't want to be tempted by these 2 and 3-year-old females. Not really what we're after right now, I don't think. Tippity Witch has a low price, high rating. There we go. So for less than 300 we can get Tippity Witch. And then Secret Kin. We'll just do that one quickly. No point in waiting about for the sake of a few grand. So Secret Kin, no good. And Tippity Witch, ooh, no good. So I thought it might be worth a risk, but well, what you gonna do? So let's jump across, and we're here for Caradal. Caradal is riding in the 7 furlong Lazaro Barrera Stakes Grade 3 race. We are the highest rated horse, and we should be favourite. I think we are. Okay, we're just behind the favourites. World Trade and Warpaint. We're there with Miss Bridget Jones. I think that's decent. Okay. Yeah, we're giving up a little bit of weight to some of the horses. We're at Santa Anita. Let's get this job done. It is one of the race courses I do see a lot of my horses run at. So, let's see. Okay. Not the best of starts. I'm not entirely confident with this one. So we're running now down this little straight onto the back stretch. And we're holding a decent position. Coming round the turn, we're in prime position to attack if we've got anything. And so we do have something, but not as much as Warpaint. And on the inside, soon as well. Oh, that was so close. I think that's a head and maybe a short head between the top three, and we get third. I thought we got second. Oh, I felt like we just got second, I thought, but short head. Both of them are short heads, so it's disappointing, but it's yeah, you know, it's okay. It's okay. I would have liked to have done something in that race, but it, you know, it wasn't to be. Simply wasn't to be. Montana Deputy. I'm not sure I want to follow that horse anymore. Maybe we'll sort that out in a minute. But Starboard Bow is running. So let's jump up to that race. Now this is a horse I have a lot of confidence in. And this is kind of a hand-picked race. It's a furlong below. But the weight is right. We're the best horse. And, you know, we've won all three of our races this season. In season 1, you know, not a bad start, but this year we've really kicked on. So this is at Belmont. This is going to be a little look at the course before Miss Swan runs the Belmont Stakes, because she's won the Derby. She deserves to be at Belmont, even if she does nothing in the Preakness. And I do believe the Preakness is a race she can absolutely go out and dominate. So Starboard Bow on the inside there. That's a nice little start. We're just going to drift away from the lead. Nice and comfortable at the back, where Starboard Bow loves to run and attack late on. Really fight for the line. So here we come now onto the back stretch. And 5 furlongs. Down to 4. We're going to start the turn now. We're on it 3, 2.5, 2, 1.5 for the sprint. And the Starboard Bow is absolutely nowhere. I mean, he's moving up, but he's not going to win. He's going to get second place, but he left that far too late. He's used to running a furlong longer, but I really thought that that was going to be our race. 3 lengths back. I'm highly disappointed. I booked the wrong race there, but it was the only race. There wasn't a grade 1 or a feature race or anything at 1-4. I think there was an allowance race, and I don't believe that would have done much for the horse. It would have been a pointless win. So we dropped down to try and keep competitive. And second place, that's okay. So we got a first, second, third, second, first, third. So, oh no, Tipney Witch isn't. We're not keeping. So, what's that? 2 firsts, 2 seconds, and a third out to our front 5. Miss Swan also did win the Kentucky Derby. She's booked into the Preakness. And around here somewhere should be the Belmont. There we go, on the 7th. Ooh. That's a good field. That is a good field. If she can handle the distance, she could win it all. If she's gonna need help in any race, it's going to be the Belmont. So I don't think she needs it, but again, we'll just try and make sure that is the final leg. we'll put Garcia on her and get that weight advantage. Yeah, let's just pray that's good enough. So we'll save the game, go to the auction. And Secret Kin, Tipsy Witch are there, ready to get sold. El Gran Maestro, if that was a female horse, I'd be happy. But it's not. So I'm tempted to see what El Gran Maestro is, but not tempted enough. 100,000 for Secret Kin, I'm happy enough with that. I'm not happy with that. I was hoping to get like $250,000 between the pair. I thought I had a chance, but obviously not. Let's move on. Designed for Luck. This is a horse which I think is going to struggle with that weight advantage. I do believe it's going to struggle with that weight advantage. Yeah. Okay. Well, maybe that's a little bit of misbooking there. We'll see. And we got Burnick as well running today. Both of them up Pimlico. Let's see. It's the first race of the day. Rollicking Class 1. Nice little sprint. And Burnick is in the Miss Preakness 6 furlong. Oh boy. So Designed for Luck. Let's hopefully get another win. I think this again is a nice horse that has not quite met its levels yet. So it's a dismal, dreary day. Designed for Luck has started poorly. Okay. But that's okay. It does like to sit at the back anyway, so we don't need a great start. 3 furlongs, 2 furlongs. Coming into the sprint, and yeah, that start really did hurt us. We're making up really nice ground. But it's only going to be enough for 4th. We can't even grab 3rd because... Hey, we weren't far away from 5th, I don't think. Yeah, just a short head on the line. So a bad start costs us in that race. We're down under 100 rating again. And yeah, that was maybe the weight, maybe the start that hurt us. I'm a little disappointed. Let's make up for it here. Again, we're carrying top weight, but we are the best horse. Burnick is sweating badly and agitated. 3 out of 5 fancy us. And let's just go in and see. I don't fully believe the tipsters, but Burnick there, 3rd. Gets a decent start. Moving up the inside. Out and into the lead. Not hanging about. Not wanting to deal with having to run around that pack and through traffic. There are horses waiting to make their moves here. But Burnick got out early, got out ahead. And isn't really being caught quickly enough. There could be a late burst. And here it comes from Keen Hope, but I think that is too late. And I think that's about half a length or maybe just a head. Burnick takes that one. There we are, 3/4 of a length, a little bit more comfortable than I had thought. That's nice. And I'm glad we've got another female horse, another filly that is actually running very well. So we got 2 good horses that maybe will end up in the breeding. I don't think there's another race today. I think we've had both. And today's bonus ride is Miss Swan in the Preakness. Now normally you'll see each horse running once. But because we're in Triple Crown territory, Miss Swan is pulling double duty. And after that win in the Derby by a decent amount, after that great UAE Derby as well, we're in the Preakness, we're also in the Belmont, but that will not make this video. So, fingers crossed that we win the Preakness here in our last race, and we'll all have something to look forward to probably tomorrow when you're watching this. You know, when we run for the Triple Crown at the Belmont. So, it all comes down to this. It all comes down to this. Please don't skip the race by accident. I'm trying not to make a mistake. There's a lot of races. So everybody relax. Let's get this done. One mile, 1 furlong, 110 yard Preakness. C1 grade 1 for 3-year-olds. Your Kentucky Derby winner and attemptee for the Triple Crown is Miss Swan. Now in battles, Senior Swinger are 2 horses I like. They're in 8 and 9. Let's zoom in. Miss Swan. Miss Swan is off well. Miss Swan is off well. She's off. She's clear. She leads at the start, drops back into a stalking position as we line up down the back stretch. Here we go. Here we go. Horses are making their move. We're coming round the final turn. And 2 furlongs out. Miss Swan is in first. Coquettish is behind in second place. Buckler's Brother now moving up. Senior Swinger in battle. Also going to make their moves. But that's not going to be enough, I don't think. It's 2 in a row. The first 2 parts of the Triple Crown. It's Miss Swan taking the race in style. And oh boy, that does add a little spice to the start of the next video, where we look ahead and we'll be hopefully building up to Miss Swan winning at Belmont Park. So, wow. Wow, people. So, like I said, Senior Swinger in battle, our main threats. By far outclassed the rest of the field. Miss Swan got the job done. And go for the Belmont Stakes. My thoughts exactly, Rosario. But we'll have to wait. Everyone will have to wait. June 7th is marked in the calendar. Miss Swan has picked up the Kentucky Derby and the Preakness after a great showing out in Dubai in the UAE Derby. That leads us into the Belmont against a very, very nice field. Senior Swinger 120 rated. Yeah, this could be quite nice. I don't see him battle, which makes things easier. Perhaps it's out of his distance now. So we will see if history is gonna be made. If Miss Swan, our 3-year-old filly, can take the Triple Crown. I hope you'll tune in to find out. I can't wait. Thank you very much for watching. If you have enjoyed, as always, click like, subscribe, all that stuff. I'll see you next time for the Triple Crown Decider.